Alright guys, so where do I begin? We are going to start off this video with just a little bit of talking. You're going to see last week up until the weekend. And I'm going to just preface this by saying most of the reason I haven't been training hard and doing any videos this year is because about 3 weeks ago I couldn't walk. So I suffered a fall over the summer. It healed slightly. But yeah, I couldn't walk then for about a month and my hamstrings definitely locked up. So long story short, I healed it as much as I could on my own, and then when I couldn't walk, I called a surgeon and made an appointment at a hospital down in Castle Rock, I believe. Got x-rays, got MRIs done, and unfortunately what I'm going to put on the screen now is some preliminary results from Centura Health, and they read them wrong. So they found no damage in the knee, but when I picked up the CD from Simon Med Imaging, which I have right here, the report here showed a 5mm meniscus tear. So the reason I couldn't walk is because I tore my meniscus over the summer and didn't do therapy or surgery. So went and finally saw a physical therapist, and he prescribed me some exercises, which I'll show here. Took a look at everything, and I was able to walk much better after one session. So I've been doing about 50 minutes a day of these exercises, and I won't bore you guys, but I'm really grateful to be here right now and to be talking to you, to anyone who's watching this. So enjoy some of this random travel footage, and then I'll catch you guys here in Denver today for a workout. Peace, guys. Thank you. Good to know the gym in St. Louis. Super sick. Let me show you guys. Brandon Campbell style.
What's up, everyone? Happy February 6th. I fly to New York tomorrow. I'm in Washington, or in St. Louis right now, and this might be the start of a new video. So, this is my hotel. Finishing up this trip in St. Louis. Just got some ground beef, ground sirloin, and beef brisket or something ground. So we're gonna put this together and just grub. So, beautiful New York. We're off to NYMC. Adios. Peace. The interview in New York was awesome. Beautiful college, beautiful university, really good, intense program, but going straight to the airport. All right, so finally back. Got a good 12-hour sleep in, had a couple meals through the night. I'm about to have another one now. So I'll definitely get into how I have had to take off leg training recently and what that's been like. So definitely happy that making some recovery on my knee, but it's been a really like debilitating process mentally and physically. There was a time right after Christmas when I couldn't walk, and that's what sent me to the doctor, because my hamstring was locked up and my knee, meniscus or patella or MCL were just on fire, like knife pain. So I haven't trained legs this year. It's February, and you know, I would normally get really upset about that and panic, but after, you know, hurting a disc in my back, lost the ability to deadlift, to squat, to do rows, to do anything bent over, even bent over rear dumbbell flies. And then I relearned to squat the correct way, and I was just about to get ready to start deadlifting as well, and then you know, I hurt my knee. So it's definitely taught me that my mindset about the gratitude and just blessing that I have with my health is something I don't take too seriously, like I should. So let's weigh in and see where we're at. It's definitely light. Traveling this week was crazy. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 different schools, 3 different cities, 3 flights. It was not bodybuilder's best friend. So So now you guys have seen the lightest I've weighed since I moved to Colorado. I don't think I've had an under 200 pound weigh-in, but that just means we get lots of food. So let's make this breakfast, probably a big one, rest, and I'm ready to go work out for my pre-training meal. Gonna do a pull day, so we got about a total of 80 carbs, about 40 protein, and at least 25 grams of fat. Whole serving of fat, 1 whole egg, and some cheese. I ran out of eggs. I do want to add more fats to my diet. I've been watching RX Muscle with Boston Lloyd yesterday, and it just seems like maybe more fats and less carbs is the way to go as we shift to more recovery, and I don't know. I like the idea.
Are building the mass, the squats, the deadlifts, the incline benching, the bent rows. If you can master those, there's probably about maybe 8 exercises. If you can master those and you did no others, you would be huge. And no one masters those. They're so worried about all the little...
So luckily, car is still in one piece after being here for 1 week, but we get to come back to some fluff. But you also get to see the beauty of a beautiful, pretty sunny day here. So let's go train. Yeah. All right, guys, and on the way to the gym, I am just gonna kind of talk to you for the next 5 minutes about why I'm making a video and what's been going on with my life. So the reason I want to make a video today is because although I'm recovering a knee meniscus tear, recovering if you can even recover that, I did strain my pec like I do like once a year last month when Devin came into town. So needless to say, filming and my strength progress basically cannot be a priority due to my physical therapist and myself realizing that my body needs rest. And any of the time, like I said, I could have been spent editing videos. I've spent traveling, visiting universities, writing essays, interviewing, and really just taking a step back to accept the fact that I can't always progress with my physique every single month of the year, whether it's due to physical trauma, emotional trauma, depression, or just certain things that we go through in our life. So right now, I'm at a point in my life where I realize that not making these videos is a little bit detrimental to myself. And what do I mean by that? It's when you build a YouTube channel and you build a physique, there's a huge narcissistic component to that, because you're constantly talking to a camera and then watching yourself, and you're watching your physique, and you're being hard on yourself, critical of yourself, but your highs and lows are like very exponentially, or they're greater. You have greater highs and greater lows when you're constantly so involved in yourself. And there was times when I felt guilty when I would make my best progress and be like, wow, your physique looks so good. I'm kind of thinking to myself at the same time, you know, is this what my life is about? Making my physique look good for the internet? And so with that in mind, it was easy to step back and just be like, oh, whatever, you know, I don't need to film YouTube. I don't need to be that guy in the gym with the camera all the time, which is a big pain in the ass. But I'm realizing that when I go to the gym, no one's been through what I've been through, and no one is there to get strong on compound movements in hopes to stimulate muscle growth and begin to learn how adaptation works in the body, how you can recover around your injuries. And a lot of times when I go to the gym, I find it hard to find people like that. The people I found like that are usually through YouTube. Devin Palumbo, Nick Dompierre, Nate Figs, and then other of my good friends that I've just trained with. I can't even remember off the top of my head. Both girls and guys, Tristan back home, Norman, Nick Berg, all you guys who actually have a genuine interest in something that I've been through. And those 6 people I just named, I'm closer with them than anyone I've met at my gym. And if I don't go on YouTube, then I cannot facilitate or nurture those relationships, and I will never find them. And when I travel and go to new places, I may run into people who watch my channel who are like me and who admire me in the same way that I will admire them. So the camaraderie and the collaborative effort of reaching out to people through social media who are like yourself, that you want to be with friend-wise or mentality-wise, that's something that I've missed not having YouTube. And while it's been nice to not have to bring a camera and, you know, sneak it in and set it up and watch my video and like get the good lighting and everything so I look my best, I don't know how to keep track of my training, and I don't know where I'm gonna go, and YouTube just gives me a vehicle to take myself more seriously. And for some people, taking fitness seriously doesn't help their lifestyle, but for some people like myself, it really calms the mind and it gives you comfort in uncomfortable situations. So with that said, we're gonna go in the gym, try to film a little bit, but it's a pull day, and I will talk about my injuries and my recovery. This might be a really long video, might not be, but we're just gonna catch up and see where we're at. And man, we have a lot of topics to cover: injuries, school, relationship stuff, moving, taking time off, blowing out my knee. I'd love to compete again. I'm getting very serious, but I need to check my health, you know, and that involves being healthy and doing things legitimately and ethically. And it's a whole new game plan when you're 29 and you're reevaluating things, and when you're 19 and you're like, oh, I want to get big. So, you know, sometimes we grow up fast when we have to, and sometimes when we're allowed to, we don't grow up at all. So I'm trying to find a common ground there as we get here to arm burst and get ready. Peace.